What's happening, everyone? It's January 20th, 2019, and I'm going to discuss today a few things. We're going to do some technical analysis on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Cardano, and Tron. And also, we're going to be discussing the recent hack with Cryptopia and the rumors surrounding the Binance hack. So, as you were well aware, we were in some bull flags the last little while, and with this recent news, in light of this news, we've seen some pullback as a result, so, and as expected. So without further ado, we'll jump right into it here. Let me share my screen here for you folks. So Cryptopia came out and addressed it on their website, as you can see here. On the 14th of January 2019, they suffered a security breach, and it's actually quite ironic because I was letting people know in the POW group community. I sent out an alert and posted in the group that I actually had some crypto stolen from my account on Cryptopia. And the way that it happened, I went to, if you notice the URL here, cryptopia.co.nz for New Zealand, super difficult to remember, right? So I was just caught up in the moment, and I work in the IT field. I work for a multi-billion-dollar company. I manage their IT department. So even, somebody who works in IT who preaches this stuff and works with it every day can fall victim to it because it's such a busy world out there, and we let our guard down. So I guess if I can drive home something in this video today, it's just to be always be aware and be on alert, because if the second you let your guard down, that's when these things happen. So the way it happened was it was an ad that appeared on the first result on Google when I searched Cryptopia, because I couldn't remember it. I had just cleared my cache in my browser and I couldn't find a bookmark for some reason. So I went to Google, I searched Cryptopia, and it was an ad that popped up I didn't realize, and it was a phishing website. And coincidentally, interestingly enough, I tried to find that ad. It was on there for quite some time, but since this hack came out, it's no longer there. So possibly, I know it's a big conspiracy at this point until they release more information, but I find it very strange that that ad also disappeared right around the same time. So who knows, possibly the perpetrators who breached Cryptopia were behind that as well. Who knows? So they came out with an official statement here, the New Zealand police, going over it. I'm not going to go into this too much in depth, but the investigation is still ongoing, and there's really not much information at this point. And I know a lot of people are sort of, nail biting because they can't even log into their Cryptopia account to check to see if they were someone who was affected by this hack. So hopefully you were not affected by this. And it's just a constant reminder that we need to be careful with who we trust with our money, right? So gone are the days, once I had my crypto stolen from Cryptopia, I had vowed to never go back there ever again. Because I had a bad feeling about them in the first place. Part of it was my own wrongdoing, and I'm aware of that. But I've also had very bad feelings about Cryptopia since the beginning, and BTC is another one that I'm pretty sure are a bunch of crooks. I will only do business now with and trust an exchange now that is publicly, you can find their information publicly on the internet. You can find their address, and for me, I live in Canada, so I'm using Quadriga CX. They're based in Vancouver. We can look them up, find out where they are, exactly where they are. And gone are the days of just signing up for some random, exchange, some foreign exchange, whether it be in Korea or whatever, just to get the latest, lack of a better word, shitcoin. So moving on from that, there was also rumors surrounding Binance being hacked, but in recent news, Binance, the CEO of Binance actually confirmed that all funds were safe. So this was, in fact, just a rumor. But it did come out right around the same time that we started to see a bull flag on Bitcoin. So if we zoom in here, we'll see that we had a bull flag forming. after that hourly pump. But and another thing that we want to constantly remind members and people in the community is that it's easy to feel FOMO whenever you see a candle like that. But if we zoom in, that candle was really insignificant. It was just we'll even zoom in even further. It was basically a 3-minute candle. So bearing in mind, we still have a bearish bias. We're still in a weekly downtrend. This pump happened in a 3-minute candle. So it's something that we can disregard and move on because, we just gave it all back in a slow fade. And if we zoom in here, again on the hourly, you'll see here that this bull flag was basically invalidated because of this news and the Binance rumors about them being hacked, and we're currently in a bear flag. So we'll see how this pans out. If we zoom out to the 4-hour, again, still resembles that of a bear flag. So all around bearish bias still intact. You can see here we broke out of the triangle bullish, and we even did a perfect back test before the pump. But like I said, it was a 3-minute pump, so chances are you missed it, or even if you did get an alert, it would have been too late by the time you acted on it. So again, keep in mind, it's easy to feel FOMO whenever you start to see these pumps, but zoom into the shorter time frame, look at what's happening behind the scenes. You'll see that it was just a quick 3-minute pump and then just gave it all back, and seen a flush break back down below that where we were in the previous triangle. So still bearish overall. Moving on to Litecoin, similar, but if we look here on the daily, Litecoin actually had a bull break. So we were looking back here at 33.80-ish, and we just barely pierced above also the exponential resistance. EMA was rejecting, and we seen a mini bull break, but then pulled back with Bitcoin and the news from Binance. So Litecoin, moving on, there's not really much else to discuss at the moment there. Very similar to Bitcoin. Moving on to Tron. Tron is a little bit stronger. So you'll see here we still have the daily uptrend intact. So this is something I'm watching, and our members are watching as well, is the movement here on Tron in correlation to Bitcoin. So Tron and also Cardano are looking very strong in comparison. So we'll look here. Cardano still looking to form a higher low. We'll move in here on the hourly, and that doesn't really give us much data. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if it conforms to the overall trend. The altcoin market has been crazy lately with the amount of pumps that we've seen go from, Augur just recently went up 50%. Was trading at $8 a few days ago, and is now, I think it just barely hit $20, and it's back down to $17. We'll take a quick look at it actually. Yeah, so 1771. So massive move there for Augur. I personally am going to avoid that one because we're going to need to consolidate, and with everything else consolidating and pulling back, I'm certainly not looking bullish on any altcoins at this time, minus that of Tron and Cardano, because they're still looking very healthy at the moment. The strongest of the altcoins that I've noticed so far, and I tend to usually stick to the large caps. So with that being said, hopefully you've got some value out of this today, and hopefully you were not one of the ones affected by the Cryptopia hack, as I'm sure quite a few people were. So hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend, and in whatever you're doing, hope you're enjoying it, watching football, watching crypto. Have a good one.